my god. Oh, clutch time. Oh! Pick everybody up. And I get it back in 10 seconds. Oh. Like, peep this, bro. I'm gonna throw my revive hive. Just because I'm gonna break it. And peep the cooldown. Oh my god, look at that cooldown. 5 seconds? You gotta be kidding me, Jay. That's okay, I got my revive back. Oh, revive myself, and guys, guess what? I get it back in 10 seconds when it gets destroyed. Ha ha! And I just revived myself. Guys, go ahead, guys, go crazy. Go crazy, push up in there, bro. Here, I'll make a trail for you. Come on, push one trap at a time, brothers. I'm gonna see how long I can sustain myself. Turn around, dude. Turn around. Alright, here we go. Come on, go crazy. You're mad. You're mad! Bro, he just got trolled. Not even What is poppin', squad? It's your boy Jesimein. Today, I'm going to be releasing my best support build that I possibly have. This is the one I'm going to be taking to the raid. This is technically my first raid caliber build that I feel that, being that what's in the game, I'm pretty much going to be leaving this as is. I don't see really very many places I can do improvements other than if I can get higher armor or health. But the concept of the build is to have your skills and your heals specifically as fast as possible. I've done a similar concept where I attempted at it, but I didn't get the full capabilities of it. But now I'm at a good place where I feel I can definitely share this with you guys. And as you saw with the gameplay, it definitely does perform insane. And I feel like in the raid, we're gonna need at least 2 or 3 of these people to keep everybody alive. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm gonna be rocking 3-piece ongoing directive, a Providence mask, an Alps glove, and China Light Kneepads. And the weapons are going to be dependent on whatever you like. I'm kind of switching off between just as long as I have one with rooted and one with probably like a recharge. Like I'll just put this on. I'm not really worried about it. The only difference that I'm running mine is because I just put an LMG on. Since I don't have recharge on it, that's the only thing that sucks. But I still want to be able to do somewhat damage, so I'm going to be rocking the LMG because that's the highest base damage that I'm going to have. Rooted is going to be really good just to have because you get 25% skill damage and healing when you get in cover, and it like can happen every 25 seconds. So if you're running a seeker and you want to do some extra damage, you can just get in cover, pop it, and send it. So that's just something really good to have. As far as recharge, everybody knows. From what I heard, it's not working as intended. So maybe if it gets fixed or whatever, that can also be another optimal choice. But you can also get 25% duration charges and ammo when you're at full health, which is going to be all the time if you're running the build right. So going down to the mask, I'm going to be running a Providence mask. I'm going to be focusing on skill haste and cooldown reduction with this build. As you can see, I have cooldown reduction and skill power on my mask, as well as surge, which is 10% skill haste. Now, skill haste and cooldown reduction are the same thing. I know a lot of people have been asking. They do the same thing. They reduce the cooldown of the skills. They don't make you throw the skills faster, or they don't make the turret shoot faster. It's all on the cooldown. So if you're speccing into skill haste, you want to get cooldown reduction as well, because you can't get skill haste attributes because it is cooldown reduction. So just to clarify that. Going to the chest piece, I'm going to run my ongoing directive chest piece with skill power and bonus armor. You want to try to have some armor because you don't want to be extra squishy. My medic build that I made for World Tier 4 got crazy heals, but it was super squishy. This is pretty much okay health. I'm over 200k armor, so that's comfortable for me, especially because I have heals and I can self-sustain myself, and I can pick myself up whenever I really wanted to. So I have skill power on this. On my utility mod slots, I have just skill power. I'm just stacking into it, and you can go, depending on what mod you have, you can, you see my utility system mod slot, I have a really low roll, but that's because I have 4.5% outgoing healing, just to get that extra oomph on top of healing my teammates. Those little percents matter. I promise they do make a big difference, especially over time when you're shooting multiple chem launchers at them. That 4.5% adds up real quick. And then on my defensive, try to get you a mod that gives you 5% total armor. Even though I'm only getting plus 994, Armor, I have ones that give me 2700 that still don't give me as much armor because it takes from your total armor percentage, which is going to be higher than any other mod that you get anyway. So try to get you some kind of total armor mod to put in this slot so that you can get your armor as high as possible. Going down to the holster, I have 15% cooldown reduction and skill power on here, as well as 2 utility slots. Now, the reason I'm running ongoing, as I've stated with all my skill builds right now, that's better than hardwired in my opinion, is because I'm able to run utility mod slots that give me so much more skill power that I can get instead of that 20% that you get from hardwired. Even though you have to run 4 pieces to unlock that, I can get that in 2 pieces without even worrying about it. So I have utility system electronics with skill power, Firefly skill power, and chem launcher skill power. If people don't know what it means by chem launcher skill power and Firefly, that just adds on to whatever your skill power is. So, like my skill power is 2534. Because I have a 104 Firefly skill power, it's technically 2638. So that's pretty much all it's doing. It's just adding up a little bit higher, which means you can unlock certain mods even if your skill power itself doesn't reflect the mod itself. So if you have those specific ones, use them. They're way more beneficial than just having a plus 100 whatever, because most of the time, as you can see, I have plus 120 skill power and additional 104, which is technically 224 towards Firefly, or in this case 371 towards chem launcher. So you can definitely add those up and do some crazy things if you have specific mods. Chem launcher and hive ones are the most valuable to me, so just putting that out there. Going down into the backpack, one of my favorite pieces, 20% cooldown reduction, health and burn resistance. I'm probably going to roll health into armor just because that's the fastest thing I can heal, right? You can't heal your health, so being able to heal that bigger pool of armor is going to help me. But as of right now, I have health on it just because. I have skill power on here as well. Because I don't get to get specific ones, I just go for the highest skill power mod rolls that I have. All I do is disregard the rest of them. I just go for the raw skill power so I can hit a certain cap. Going down to my gloves, cooldown reduction for the Alp Summit if you run one piece, which is that's super strong. Best glove in my opinion for a skill build, unless you're already running 2 Providence. But one glove gives me 10% cooldown reduction, and I also get 243 skill power, which is real good. Now, the other option I would do, like somehow, some way, if I was able to somehow switch this mask off for like an ongoing, and then probably put the Providence right here, that would be ideal. But then I would lose skill haste, so that's pretty much why I didn't do it. But if I go to my Kneepads, I have China Light Kneepads. The only reason I chose China Light instead of like just rocking for like ongoing directive, 1, because I need the extra skill haste, and 2, because I get a free explosive damage just in case I end up using Seekers. I can just switch to it and then use Rooted and get 35% while running my healer build, which is not as powerful as Demolitionist would be, but I get them back fast and I can just keep popping them left and right. So that's definitely something that I'll go towards. And for my offensive, I just put LMG mod on it just because. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys, for the build. When I go in the stat sheet, you can see I have Surge, Capacitive, and Surge. I didn't even mention that. I have Capacitive on my glove too, so for the extra duration. But yeah, so I have Skill Haste, Skill Duration, Skill Haste, and going down to what matters, which is Rooted. And if you come all the way down here, you can see my skill power. So you can see what I meant by those mods make different skill power levels. So I'm at 2534 skill power, 73% skill cooldown reduction. Now, because I have no drone mods, my drone skill power reflects my main skill power, 2534, but my chem launcher is 2811. So that means I can use a mod up to 2811, even though I only have 2534 skill power. This is where you can start opening up your specifics, and if you're running a certain skill, you can use a mod reflecting that and make your life easier. So in my case, obviously I opted for my chem launcher and the Firefly because I only have one, but ideally I would want a hive one so that I can probably give up like another skill power area and replace it with something. But ultimately, you need, this is like a sweet spot. I'm kind of coasting real low on the requirements needed. Like, I'm barely scraping to get my mods, and if there's better mods, it's going to be even harder. So as time comes, you're probably going to want to have more skill power mods that go towards specifics, because investing way too much skill power ends up making you either too squishy or you have absolutely zero cooldown. So I don't know. It just depends. So as you can see, my main one, which is my chem launcher, is at 2811, which means I can basically unlock everything and I'll be good to go. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. For the people who were concerned about running a healer build in the raid, honestly, other than Marco's video, I think this is another really good option for fast revives, fast heals. As you can see, if I go here, I have 10-second cooldown on my chem launcher. I have a 10-second cooldown on my hive. I have a 10-second cooldown on my shield. I have a 10-second cooldown on my seeker mine. I have a 10-second cooldown on my firefly. And all I need is just one cooldown mod. If you run this, let's say you just copy and pasted this, one cooldown mod will make any skill go down to 10 seconds. So if I really wanted to put a cooldown reduction mod on pulse, it would go down turret and drone. So having a 10-second defender drone will be extremely good support-wise, because then you can just keep putting defender drones on top of your teammates, and right when it's about to die, you break it early, get it back in 5 seconds, and give them a fresh defender drone, which allows them to keep pushing up into the battle. So there's a lot of possibilities with this build. This is like a all-in-one type skill build, because you can definitely switch out your skills depending on what mod you have, but I just find it most beneficial, and what I designed it for is going to be raid caliber, where I'm sure majority of your team is going to be going down all the time, and you're going to need to have a hive ready at all times, because you may not be able to go and do that manual revive, especially when you're macro managing 8 players. So this is basically my raid healer build. This is what I'm going to be using for the upcoming raid. I'm saving it as that. I'm going to be using this no matter what. I feel like it's super fun to play, because you feel like you can carry your team even if they're not necessarily that good. So if you want to carry your teammates without ruining their experience and melting through everything and going crazy, I promise you this is going to be a build for you. You're going to keep them alive no matter what. You're going to revive them no matter what, and you're going to revive yourself no matter what. So as long as you don't get ultra thirsted and put yourself in a situation where you get finished instantly, you pretty much have unlimited lives. It's pretty much like rocking Nomad from Division 1. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let me know what y'all think about this below. And before people even say it, I know Marco posted a healer build. This is nothing like Marco's build. So just putting that out there. My man Marco put out a devastating duration build. That's ridiculous. But this is nothing revolving on duration. I only have one duration because of the fact that there's nothing else better to put right here. But this is completely different. This is a whole different direction. This is basically speed and putting it out, not necessarily ultra burst healing. But you definitely can, because if you put mods on this, obviously you can get the heal mods that you need. And as you can see, I have real good ammo and heal, so plus cooldown, I'll be able to throw out heals whenever I want. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hey, support other content creators. Support all builds. This is your build. If you choose to make this is your build, not my build. I do not own this build. Use it. Do whatever you want with it. If you want to make a video on it, on how you tweaked it, post it. Do what you got to do. Enjoy your game. So that's like my little tidbit message. I had to sneak in there, you know, selfless promotion on that end. So appreciate y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. Drop a like. Hit that like button if you enjoy this, man. Please. It helps out the channel so much. And if you are new, please subscribe. We're almost at 60,000 subs. Let's get there. So I need to put in one more emphasis, one more shameless little plug. Please smash that like button when you watch videos, or that dislike button. Either or, at least click one of them, because they do definitely help. So it's been real. I love y'all. You beautiful people. Be blessed. Your boy is out.